Hey, the job board. A papyrus envelope has been tacked to this board. It is addressed to Vanessa's House of Wonders, Far Western Great Cave. There is no other indication of where she is or what the reward for delivery might be. Farmers have complained that a band of Nephilim bandits have taken up residence somewhere near Dharmon. This blatant law-breaking will not be allowed. The punishment for banditry is death. A bounty will be paid for the destruction of these creatures. Further information can be obtained from the farmers in question to the northwest. Signed, Sergeant Estragon. A caravan south of Dharmon was recently waylaid. A number of fresh packages were lost, including several precious hand-carved holy symbols. These were being delivered to me, Priestess Kyra of Dharmon. The Shrine of Divine Attainment will not tolerate this insult. The ruins of the caravan are south of town, and there has been no sign of the stolen goods anywhere around Dharmon. Searching the ambush site is a good place to begin the hunt. When Bloss was abandoned, a large cache of valuable supplies were left behind. Precious tools and iron. They were in a hidden chamber protected by traps, or so my mentor claimed. In these difficult times, it might be worthwhile to search the many tunnels and warrens of the area for the cache. If you can locate it, Patricia of Dharmon will provide a valuable reward. Huh. There is a somber memorial out here dedicated to those many Avernites who were lost in the time of Shades. One of the deadly shades that possessed and maddened Avernum cities once lurked on this very island. In normal times, there would be several visitors here paying their respects. In these dark days, however, the isle is empty. Everyone is too concerned with the current woes to worry about those of the past. A bit understandable. Still, at least now we know, well, it's nice to see a shrine to those lost then. I could go there now, but I'll save it. No, let's go there now. We may as well. This must be the mayor. There is an aged, skeletal man sitting at his desk, sipping lichened tea, writing orders and muttering. He wears the traditional sash of one of Avernum's mayors, a heavy burden these days. When you approach him, he looks up, sees the insignia on your shoulder, and instantly loses his temper.
Don't you know who I am, soldier? I am Mayor Asnavar. I run this city, and I don't have any free time for you to waste. Speak your business quickly, or you will learn how angry I can get.
Tell me about the situation here in Dharmon.
It is a time of great trouble, of the poor and brigands and riffraff flooding our proud city. Once a bastion of fine craftsmen and miners, people who work for a living. Now even the scribane eaters have found purchase here. I flog and cage their kind mercilessly, and then more appear. Every day requires us to redouble our resolve to maintain orders. I enforce the law, and I will take harsher and harsher measures until calm is restored.
Harsher measures?
Dharmon has always been a place of justice. Avernites are good, brave, proud people, but they can be headstrong. Sometimes we in charge must take steps to remind them that they need to live together, peacefully, under the law. Those of us who respect no law at all, there is a place for them.
What place is that?
It is called the Abyss, and that is where I make sure they go. I would carry those brigands to Fort Spire and throw them through personally if I had the time.
And has it worked out that way?
Not yet. That only means we are being too weak. We will redouble our efforts. Be more harsh. Eventually they will learn.
I don't know about that. Tell me about the scribane eaters.
They start to consume that bitter herb because it makes the hunger pangs go away. And it does for a time, but then the old hunger is replaced by a new one that is stronger still. It makes them disorderly, violent, and mad. But if we are harsh enough with the scribane eaters, then one day those unaffected will learn to never take the herb.
Perhaps I can help eliminate the scribane eaters.
That would be good. Yes, those soldiers, Puvner and Estragon, have been strangely useless in the effort. I know there is a merchant of that foul herb hiding somewhere in the northern tunnels of Dharmon, but no soldiers have been sent to clear it out. If you can slay those dangerous rogues, I will pay a generous bounty.
Mayor Asnavar tirelessly writes orders and raids reports, sustained purely with lichened tea, bread, and spite. He says, without looking up,
I can work and listen at the same time. What else do you want?
Oh, already asked that. Can I get supplies and training here?
I imagine. You can barter for whatever you want, or go to the depot and talk to the soldiers. I represent Dharmon, and our limited resources go to solving our own problems.
Tell me more about Blosk.
It is a ruin, a failed city only a short distance to the north. Now it is home to a small clan of farmers, and there is the problem. They are hoarding food.
Somehow they manage to grow crops longer than all the other farmers in the Great Cave, but they refuse to share the food with their fellow Avernites. Hoarding is forbidden by the law. You will go there and tell them that their excess food, beyond what they need to survive in the short term, must be turned over immediately. Isn't that just stealing their food? In normal times, of course. In times of famine, to allow them to stay fat and healthy while the other Avernites wither and die around them, it is not to be allowed. This is the order of King Starus himself, and if they are allowed to keep their hoard, the results will be worse. Far, far bloodier. Please explain. I have kept the existence of their food trove secret until now. It will not stay that way forever. When food grows shorter, Blosk will have to face a starving, angry mob to keep their hoard, and there will be bloodshed. That is why hoarding was made illegal, to prevent worse disorder. A bit understandable. Who is in charge at Blosk? The clan in the ruins is secretive. I do not know. You'll have to travel there and find out for yourself. And if they refuse to surrender the food? They will surrender the food. You will deal harshly with anyone that refuses. They are traitors, defying the order of the crown. Do I need to haul all of the food back to you? No, there is no need. Simply make sure that it is secure and that nobody is trying to steal it before you return. Should someone try to steal or destroy their stores, the more of it you save, the greater your reward will be. We'll do what we can. By the way, I need to speak with Puvner regarding food deliveries to Nass. That is food distribution controlled by the army, which is controlled by the crown. Go see Puvner yourself. Nass is of no importance to me. I'll be going now. Yes, yes. Okay. Just a refugee. Oh, hello. This shrine is immaculately clean and luxurious. The benches and altar are polished marble, and the carpet was brought for the surface. Everything conveys great comfort and wealth. The priestess is lovely too, in immaculate silken robes. Although she is old, she has clad herself in the finest beauty spells money can buy. When she sees you and the quality of your equipment, she swoops over to you. Welcome, pilgrim. I am Priestess Kyra of the Shrine of Divine Attainment. I see that you are a soldier struggling for the might of Avernum. For very reasonable donations, I can give you blessings and training to protect you in your travels. What is the Shrine of Divine Attainment? We are one of the fastest growing faiths in the Empire, rapidly expanding to Avernum too, faster expanding even than the Anama. We believe that the power of the individual, all progress, all improvement comes from brave individuals like you, untethered, able to achieve their full potential. Who are the Anama? A bizarre cult that believes that the use of magic is evil and must be prevented. Just another way to crush the will and potential of a talented individual. There are some Anama in the underworld. I hear they formed a colony in the most remote tunnels of northern Avernum. Fortunately, after the Slith Horde came, few of them returned to Avernum proper. Is your faith a wealthy one? Of course. We exist on the surface and in the underworld, and we use our wealth the way it should be used, to display to outsiders that our faith guides us and sustains us. Right. How has the blight affected you? Times of trial like this one are always a challenge for our church. The hunger and despair leads our king to unwise actions of supposed charity, like the laws against hoarding. The truth is simpler. Times of trial are times of purification. How so? In the future, only the strongest and most intelligent and most directed will obtain what they need to survive. Avernum will be purified and the weak fall by the wayside. Do not feel bad about it. I can tell from looking at you that you will have the strength to prevail. Don't feel guilty about it. Revel in it. Right. Survival of the fittest. Priestess Kyra smiles serenely. I am glad that you continue to favor me with your presence. If you ever require further assistance for a modest donation, I would be glad to help. I would like to learn some of your rituals. Excellent. We can. Improve heal and unshackle mind. Those will need to improve sometime in the future. You can give me a blessing. It is within my power. The purity of my will enables me to channel the energies that flow from below, above, and around us. And as it should be, this flow of holy energy can be channeled in your direction for a reasonable payment. I can provide you with lessons of the blade, the spear, the mind, or the eye. Each blessing is only 3,000 coins. I will give you a soldier's discount. We'll be saving up for those, because I think they're very powerful from what I hear. But I require no blessing. Disappointing, of course, though I am pleased that you are so resilient. That is all I need. Then I wish for you all the good fortune you have earned. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is there anything up here, I wonder? Not much, it looks like. Huh. Well, they have things back there, but I'm not going to take them right now. Alright. This is all too familiar. This is the Dharmon food depot, where once proud Avernites can come to ask for a few scraps of food to supplement what they can buy or scavenge. A lone, bored-looking sergeant sits at a desk, listening to supplications. Most are rejected. A few supplicants receive a small bag of mushroom meal or a chunk of salted lizard meat. A depressing scene, and one you are very glad you no longer have to watch on a daily basis. There are several hungry people in line here, waiting to make their plea and have a small chance of getting a slightly larger ration of food. It's a miserable display. When you get close, they look you over, trying to decide if you have any influence you can use to help them. They soon decide that you don't, and return to their vigil. Talking to you would only waste their strength. The sergeant in charge of the front desk efficiently listens to the applications for more food. Then he gives a quick response. Usually no. It requires great purpose and resolve to do this job well. Between cases, he turns to speak with you.
Oh, good. More soldiers. Always helps to maintain order. This is a rough city. I'm Sergeant Estragon. Let me know if you need anything. A good meal, say.
The people in line shuffle nervously. He ignores them. Tell me about Dharmon.
It's a fine city. I was raised here. It's a rough place. Fewer farmers, more miners. Lots of drinking, lots of fights, and there's something about it. The low ceilings, maybe, that makes people jumpy. But we're a proud lot. We're the best smiths in Avernum, and these days, the harshest laws.
Tell me about the harsh laws.
Not much to tell. The mayor, Asnavour, he's determined to keep control. No mobs here, no riots. Wrongdoers face the lash, or worse.
Has it worked?
Seems like it. There are no more brawls or stabbings than there were before the blight came. Suppose that's a victory.
And what do you think of Asnavour?
Seems all right to me, as long as he relies on the city guard to do his work. He acts like the soldiers in this depot are under his control too. We're not. We want to keep order too, but we do it in our own way.
He doesn't elaborate. Anything I should be careful about?
Not many brigands and thugs here. There were, but Asnavour had them killed. I just watch out for the scribane eaters.
Scribane eaters?
Just heard rumors, mind you. A man is doing a real business selling scribane down here. Be careful about scribane eaters. If they haven't had enough, they get violent. But as long as they stay away from me, I have no problem with them.
Where might I find this man?
No idea. I mean, he'd probably be in the northern tunnels, but I wouldn't have any idea how to get out there.
Why don't you mind the scribane eaters?
Asnavour hates them, wants them all dead. But scribane dulls hunger, means less of this lot. He waves at the line of people. Less of them bothering me for food. Some scribane eaters get violent. Have to deal with them, of course, but most of their lot just get addled by the herb and find a quick corner to starve in peace. Which makes my job easier.
Sergeant Estragon speaks with you, ignoring the people waiting along the wall.
Good to spend time talking to a fellow soldier.
Anything else I can do for you? Have you had trouble keeping order?
He nods. It's hard keeping things calm in the depot. But Mayor Asnavour, he keeps telling us that we have to do this thing or hunt down that person, even though we don't have the soldiers. The food depots work for the crown. We don't answer to Asnavour.
Though there are ways that we can help Asnavour keep from doing anything that will anger the people.
We might pay someone to help us out.
Tell me more.
Well, the way I hear it, there was a bar brawl a few weeks ago. A man named Coop killed a slith. Coop fled. Mayor Asnavour wants Coop killed for brawling. That's just the mayor's way, of course, but it would make a lot of people here angry. And Nuss has put out a bounty for Coop's head, which also makes people angry. If someone were to find Coop and tell him to turn himself in to me, a soldier of the crown, I might be able to put him away somewhere where there wouldn't be more violence because of his idiot head. That's my way of thinking, anyway.
Where's Coop now?
Oh, I've been asking around. He has friends here, you know. He went somewhere near Fort Emerald, or so I'm told.
Oh dear. Tell me about the slith who was killed.
Nuss claims he was a shaman or apprentice or something. He was in the bar asking questions. Lots of questions. Don't know what about.
and Cope was drunk and stupid. Nass is offering a bounty. They claim justice isn't being done, but look around. There's famine and war. We don't have time for justice. I'd be happy to keep things calm. I'm afraid I had to kill Coep. What? You do know he has friends here, don't you? Well, if they don't find out what you did it. I won't tell them, but... Oh, those fools in Nass. They don't know how hard it is to keep a mob from crossing their bridges. Now I have just that much more work to do. If I had known, I would have, but... I'm sorry. Can I get some rations? He goes to the shelves and fetches you a large stale roll. Here you are, your day's meal. Glad to help. And I need to speak with Puvner. Estragon looks suspicious. The captain? Captain Puvner. Sorry, he is out of town for a short time. He'll be back soon, and I'll be sure to tell him you stopped by. It is very important. Oh, I am sure it is. And as I said, I'll let him know you were by. I'd let you through the gate, but, you know, regulations. Not allowed to let just anyone in without orders. Sorry. Right. Well, all that's really left is down here. These rooms. Yeah, just more miners and refugees. There's a foul smell in this chamber. Not even the refugees can stand to sleep in here. Well, here's the secret passage. And we're in. There's Puvner. There is a captain of the Avernum army back here, sorting through and organizing the food stores. The depot here still has some supplies, but some of the shelves are already bare and dusty. When he sees you, he turns and snaps, "What are you doing back here? You know..." "Oh, a soldier. I'm Captain Puvner, but you shouldn't be back here. How'd you get in here?" "I came in through the hidden tunnel." "Hidden tunnel?" He enters the storeroom. A moment later, he walks out furious. "How could this have happened? Who knows how many thieves have been in here? Thank you for letting me know. I'll make sure it gets sealed up. Maybe I'll leave it open and trap thieves. Well, they will pay. I'll make sure of that. Now, what do you want?" "Tell me about the food depot." He looks at your insignia and shakes his head. "I don't have the time to spend explaining things to my inferiors. Shouldn't you even be here? Go back to your superior officer." "I need to talk to you about getting more meat to Nass." Puvner looks alarmed. You want to talk to me about that?" He looks at your insignia. "You know, it's not smart to anger a superior officer. Are you sure you want to tangle with me on this?" "No, I really do need to speak with you about this." "Well, you might have some idea of coming in here and relaying a formal request. I'd advise against it. It would just mean diverting meat. A lot of meat. To them. To their kind. One bit of food for them means one less bit for us. Are you sure that's what I want? What you want?" "You're saying this to a slith. That is, in fact, what I and we want." "All right. You're going to be hard-headed about this? Fine. Look, I have a suit of plate armor in the stores. Beautiful work. I'll let you requisition it, but I don't want to hear one more word about this Nass business. You can tell them what you want. They'll believe you. You'll look very impressive in your new armor. What do you say?" "Nass formally requests you give the food it was promised." "What? You are making me divert... Do you realize how little meat we have? And now we're sending it to feed their spawn? Because of some treaty from before we were born? But it's done. You've made the request. They'll get their meat, eventually. Now get out of my sight and pray I don't ever end up your superior. I'll make you pay for causing this trouble." "Yes. Make me pay for making sure you do the right thing." Some people, I swear. Oh well. We may as well quickly report in. It'll be nice and quick and easy. Tell Nass we've done this. Who is it we're supposed to talk to about that? I forget. The Broodmother. Yes, I spoke to Puvner. You'll get your next shipment soon. I am grateful to you, though I think I will believe the meat comes when I see the meat. Still, we give you a token for your assistance. She gets the cloak from a peg on the wall and hands it to you. A good protective garment. Glass Fists would be unhappy if you were not paid for your aid. Coated cloak. Not bad. Alright then. This can go to you. That on the floor. We have some meat there. And there we go. Alright. This episode has gone on fairly long. Dharmon needed a lot of stuff happening. Next episode, we'll see what we can do about clearing out the Scribane Eaters up in the north side of it. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chestic44. That is Ortas, Michael, Amar, and Rika. This has been an Avernum 6 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.